Welcome back to some more Valor and Victory. Today we're going to be playing with a group of French commandos, as well as some British paras, and the goal here is for these French commandos to get some vengeance against the Germans hiding out in the area. Now, I believe this is Lyon-sur-Mer, or one of those villages, but really the important thing to know here is there is a Wehrmacht position, and this is a good chance for these commandos to get some revenge, and of course some combat experience. Now, Paige is going to be leading those particular commando units, and I don't necessarily want them getting into harm's way if they can help it. I'd like, actually, the paras to do most of the work, so I'm going to hold off for now. Now, I did want to take a shot here, maybe at Kleinert's unit, just a covering shot with this rifle company, but we really need to get that rifle company into a defensible position, so I'm just going to hold on for now and just get to the movement phase, immediately moving that guy right there. And I would like to move him into Paige's group, but Paige already has more than enough men. As you can see there, the commando units. Let me get them right there. Now, I'd like to send some of them over here. And, oh! I messed up. There is a, I think there is a back unit. There should be. In any case, the goal was to get two in here, but lesson learned there. So we're simply going to move forward here with Allen's unit. Going to hold on. Move over to this Cromwell tank. And I really just want to get a visual of the road without getting too close. That's about what I'm looking for. Now, we also have Rico, and these are, of course, the paras that I was telling you about that are going to be arriving to assist us. We're going to just push them forward, push these troops forward as well, and let's just move para up, get him into a building, just moving building to building. As long as we have the cover of the tanks, I'm not too concerned about getting hit by any German fire from here. Let's see what happens, though. There is going to be an AI defensive fire phase, and, of course, they've spotted Allen. That's going to be a rough one. Definite casualties with a 4 rolled. So 2 men hit through the windows there. That's not what I like to see. I also wish that we could advance an assault right now, but actually the best thing we can do is get these guys into position. So let's try this. We also have to keep in mind that these men have satchel charges, which could come in very useful. But I'm actually going to strengthen this position with these French commandos, as you can see. We've got a Vickers here. We've got a Bren here. Right now, I just want to hold on to those. I'm also going to be pushing this unit into this position so that the rifle company can strengthen that building across from Kleinert's group. And you know what? I'm also going to push up with the tank. Why the hell not? We'll move up with Rico's group as well. For some reason, it makes me think of Starship Troopers every time I say it. But I'm hoping this overwhelming force here will confuse the enemy just a little bit, and maybe we can take them out. Here we go, guys. It's their firing phase. They've got a pretty nice position in that building. They're going to drop down on Rico. Pinned, but I think the men are going to be okay there. AI move phase, they cannot leave with Kleiner, that's for sure. We're going to have to stay put with him, but it looks like we've got some infantry arriving, and this might be a perfect chance for that rifle company to start firing at them. It's a lot of movement by the Axis. All right. Keep your heads down, boys. I guess they don't get to shoot since they already fired with Kleinert. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to fire. I think it's... Oh, it's our defensive fire. Oh, please and thank you. Here we go, guys. I didn't realize they were in a building, but what the hell? Got a Vickers for a reason. Shoot through that damn building. All right, no luck there. What about the Cromwell? I wonder if he can take a shot. Might as well, right? There we go, guys. Pin the enemy. Did damage the building a bit. It looks like we took out one of them. I'd love to fire here, but I'm going to let these guys across the way fire first. And really, the best thing to do in a situation like this is advance and assault on that building. But that's going to take some time. They are pinned, so I think that should keep them in cover. Of course, they've got a huge bonus just from being in the building. But yeah, there we go. There's the pin. So I might actually hold off on fire with the commando unit so that we can attack next turn. Let's see what they do. They're going to have to advance and assault here if they want to hold on to this position. Unless they're just going to fall back and hold at that strong point. But sure enough, the enemy is starting to rally. It's going to be our turn, though. So here we go. Wonderful command phase, and Rico is ready to fight again. I like it. We don't have any sort of air support or artillery support, unfortunately. Let's keep that pressure up right here with this rifle unit against them. I really just don't want them getting on the street, so I'm almost trying to kind of hold them in that building. And I don't really want to fire with anyone else either, except maybe this commando squad against Kleinert, and the Cromwell, of course. We'll fire with the Cromwell. That's got to be a hit. There we go. We've got some casualties. 3 casualties, and I think Kleinert's unit, if they haven't already, are considering a surrender pretty damn soon here. We could just go straight to the move phase, and I think that's actually a good idea. So since Kleinert is so pinned, I'm going to take this opportunity to actually try to get up to him with Rico. I know it's crazy, but I've got to try. We do have some casualties, but as long as I get in the building, I'll consider that a victory. We've actually got visuals on their pack gun. Same thing with this commando unit, is to try and overwhelm the enemy eventually. We are pushing through, guys. Pack gun's going to be firing at us. How do they get such good rolls with a damn pack gun? And I'm also going to move forward with Page. Now, this may seem crazy, but we are charging into that building. It's that simple, boys. Now, they've got one chance at defensive fire. They're going to have to get their best shots off here. And again, just hit the building, scared some of the men, a little bit of shock, but so far we're doing great. And we are going to the advance and assault phase, guys. So let's grab Allen's unit, although I should really give it to the commandos, shouldn't I? There are some commandos in this unit, so they'll still get the glory of a beautiful attack here. Get in there. Come on. And there we go. We are in there completely destroyed. We did lose 4 good men. Now listen to those wild dogs on the streets barking in these streets, of course, with all of the combat going on. I'd like Rico also to get a shot, or get an advance here. But we're going to have to advance from the north, and that is, of course, going to be a bit dangerous. But what isn't, right, these days? Push these guys forward. We'll push this rifle company forward. And so far, I'm pretty happy with taking that building. We had to lose some men taking it, unfortunately. At least that's my philosophy in most of these attacks. Maybe we should have been playing the Stalingrad campaign instead of the one we're playing right now. That's going to be a hit. Actually, may have lost one of our commanders there. Actually hit 2 of Rico's men. And that pack gun is continuing to fire. Guess they have more than 1 pack gun. All right, this is going to be our defensive fire phase. And I am going to take the initiative and continue to pin this unit here. Really want to just knock out some of the men there, so they're just not a threat. And while Rico's here, he might as well open up on the pack gun. Although they are well in cover, I think it would be pretty rare that we actually score a hit on these guys. Oh, maybe. Not quite, unfortunately. Allen's opening up with the Bren Mark 1-2. We've got some nice machine guns here. Unfortunately, not enough to do any damage to those boys. However, I appreciate the chance. And this is, of course, going to be the AI's chance to advance and potentially kill some of our men. Going to come back to our turn. Again, with Rico, I'd love to just get close enough to eventually advance here. So, I really wish we also had some smoke grenades or some smoke artillery. It would be perfect for this situation. Well, I will keep firing with the Vickers over here at this unit. Again, simply to keep them over there. I don't expect to actually land any hits. That's it, boys. We're pushing. We are pushing. They pinned some of our commandos, but they've used up their last shots there. We are going to rush right in. This is why I've kept my focus on that unit. Rico's going to be okay. At this point, we might as well get Alan across the street, too. Let's go. It's going to be a hit. Ouch! You're going to be okay, Alan. You're going to be just fine, boy. And I'm actually going to start pushing through with some of these paratroopers to put more pressure on that unit. Also get that Cromwell through. Try and cover Alan. Although that pack gun is likely to cause some serious damage. Let's hope we get to our move phase very soon. In fact, I'm going to pull back out of here. I think it's around this distance. I'm hoping they can't spot us. And we'll call that a turn. Not particularly happy with that one. Now, this is our advance and assault phase. This is where the cookie crumbles, guys. We're going to push right through with Rico, as well as some of the paratroopers. The commandos are still pinned there. But I'm trying to take that pack gun. All right, we got through, unfortunately. Lost quite a few men. 4 attackers lost. Rico is still alive. We did take the position, but now we've got Knop, this German unit over here that's being problematic. Moving forward, I'm also advancing with the Paras. These Paras as well. Everybody's coming up the same street at this point. We are putting our focus here. It is the Axis turn. All of our units here have rallied. I just need them to rally for the final assault. And I need the enemy to have some really bad rolls. That's not a bad roll. That's not a bad roll either. We got lucky because we're in a building. But, again, not a bad roll. Naupir is right there with us. And why are they getting all these super low rolls and we only get high rolls? Come on now. That's going to be a kill on the Cromwell. I was worried about that. It is an 88. I should have known better. I was focused on the AT gun and not the AT gun. Well, it's really an AA gun, but it's just excellent in AT purposes. And for our defensive fire phase, I reckon we probably should take it, if we can. Unfortunately, don't have much of a visual here. So let's let Rico open up. He could get lucky and actually hit some of Knop's men. You just never know. But what I want to do now is reinforce this area as much as possible. So that's going to be our defensive fire phase. We can open up the Paras here too. Of course, since the enemies are in cover, the chances of us doing damage are very limited. All right, they're splitting up their forces here, or they might have an additional rifle platoon. But there we go. We've got a rally. That's what I'm looking for. We're right outside, though. Not going to be useful, of course, out here just hanging out. I guess I should go for Naup, the officer here. I think for the rest of the men, I'm simply going to allow them to move into position. So, for instance, we'll take this commando, put him right in there. It's going to be house-to-house fighting, definitely. Pin some of the guys, but most of them made it into position. What about the Paras? All right, boys, you're doing all right there. And Naup is getting some shots, too. Completely missed. He was not even close, let's put it that way. And again, I just want to get this unit in there as well, just so that we have multiple lines of fire, of course. So we'll just set up the Vickers like that and end the turn. I hope Rico and the rest of them can hold on here, what with all of the fire coming from all these positions. Again, a low roll. I think it's so crazy how the AI gets these super low rolls every time. Has anybody else noticed that? We are getting very lucky. Like, they missed just about every shot. And this would be the advance and assault phase, guys. This would be the chance for us to actually charge in and get a win. So we've got Rico. We've got 2 para units. I think we can knock Naup out. I'm going for it. I trust Rico. Unfortunately, the Commandos are, of course, pinned. And those satchel charges would really help. But here we go. Let's do it, baby. Lucky 7s. Didn't quite break through. However, we did kill quite a few of them. We lost 6 ourselves, so not the best odds. As for Alan, the advance and assault phase, I wish we could do two advances, 2 assaults. If we want to take a risk here, we're going to have to do quite... Well, we're going to have to be extremely risky and leave one of the units out here on that tile, and I don't want to do that. However, again, still pretty risky, but I need to send some support to that position. Again, a low roll. Every time. Every time. It's not a conspiracy. There we go. That's more like it. I think the only thing we're going to be able to do with Rico, or with the units to the northwest of Rico, I should say, is just cover fire. Yep, no chance for those boys. Oof. Blown to bits. Did you see that bloody red mist? My goodness. So this is our defensive fire phase, of course. And I could put all the focus on this unit here. I can't fire it now from this building anyway. Light him up with the Vickers. Yeah, high roll, of course. Let's look at Rico, and I'm going to shoot at Naup here. Again, we are throwing one of the satchel charges, so that could get a hit, and there we go, baby! That's what I'm talking about. Maybe a Hail Mary pass here at the end? I don't know. We don't have many men left, but that was beautiful. That's the satchel charge. Of course, the Germans still have a lot of men there. Alright, guys, it's our turn. So, just in this situation, I will use the firing phase up. I want to try and pin some of the enemy to keep them off the rest of the men. And there we go. We got some of them pinned. Trust me, that's not all of them. This unit as well, I am not going to fire. I am simply going to move with Rico. You guys know what I'm going for here. We're just going to take Rico. We're going to move in. You're going to take that covering fire. Oh, keep your heads down. All right, you're okay. Rico's okay, and there's still a group of French commandos with him. So if we came through with a victory here, it would be an absolutely glorious victory. The problem here is we are not going to be able to get to that position without getting shot at. So we have to stay there. And there we go. We will take it. I don't feel I deserved it, but I will grab it, guys. A glorious fight there. Commander Rico really winning it at the end, with one of the French commando units making it through as well. We got some vengeance on the Germans, but I don't think they would be running away from this battle in terror. I think they'd be walking away slightly with their tail between their legs, thinking they probably could have won it. Anyway, let me know what you thought down below, and thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care.